Hello and welcome back. Well, basically, we all know about some of the famous inventors of all time. We also know about the inventions. But do we know about their struggles, failures, and years of hard work, as well as the research they carried out? Reading biographies is one of the best way to spend your time because you can consume an entire person's life in just few hours. As Warren Buffett says, people only learn from mistakes, but nobody says they have to be your own. So, in this video, we will talk about some of the biographies of famous inventors of all time that will motivate as well as fascinate you. So, let's begin. First biography on our list is the Wright brothers. You probably know them as the brothers who took the first flight into the sky and might know them as the inventors of airplane. Whatever you think you know, there is much more to the story. Sure, Wilbur and Orville taught the world how to fly, but we never knew the difficulties, struggles, and failures they got in the process before reaching their destination. They had no more than a public high school education, little money, and no contacts in high places or any political connections. But these hurdles never stopped them in the mission to invent an airplane and take off to reach the sky. The house they lived in had no electricity or indoor plumbing, but there were books, a plenty of them, and they never stopped reading. So, all in all, everyone should read this biography to understand the failures faced by inventors and how they overcame hurdles in life. Let's move on to the second book, which is The Wizard of Menlo Park: How Thomas Edison Invented the Modern World. Thomas Edison is the name synonymous with invention. From the first public demonstration of phonograph in 1878 and development of light bulb, Edison became a human archetype for invention. In 1878, Edison built his famous laboratory in Menlo Park, where he invented the phonograph and electric light. Edison was known as the Wizard of Menlo Park because of the miraculous nature of his inventions that brought revolution in the entire world. But his journey was full of failures. Thomas Edison tried 2000 different materials in search of the filament for his light bulb, but his light bulb wasn't an instant success. He failed a lot. It shows the power of determination in him. Third book on our list is Einstein, His Life and Universe by Walter Isaacson. Well, we think Einstein was a genius for developing the most recognized theory of all time, the theory of relativity. But to our surprise, Einstein was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for the development of photoelectric effect. Before Einstein's death, people rarely believed in theory of relativity, which after Einstein's death became a huge success. This book takes a close look at the life of Albert Einstein and his theories, beginning from how his childhood shaped him, what his biggest discoveries and personal struggles were, and I can say that it is one of the best narrated biographies about one of the greatest inventors, and that everyone should read it, at least once. Fourth book on our list is Double Helix by James Watson. In this autobiography, molecular biologist James Watson recounts how he and Francis Crick discovered the structure of DNA at the University of Cambridge in 1953. This discovery was remarkable not only because it revolutionized genetics forever, but also because Watson and Crick were young and completely unknown when they made the discovery. DNA was already thought to be important in the transference of hereditary information from cell to cell, but Watson and Crick's structure showed how this worked on molecular level, indicating the way genes, cells, and ultimately all life forms reproduce. Despite its scientific content, Double Helix was written for a general reader and is fairly easy read. Fifth book on our list is The Codebreaker by Walter Isaacson. The Codebreaker is a fascinating read about the gene editing breakthrough and the people who made it possible. In 2012, Nobel Prize winning Jennifer Doudna hit upon an invention that will transform the future of human race. An easy to use tool that can edit DNA. Well, you heard it correctly. Editing your DNA could be possible by the theory known as CRISPR-Cas9. It opened a brave new world of medical miracles. One side note: Bill Gates chose The Codebreaker as one of his favorite top 5 books of 2021. CRISPR-Cas9 has already been deployed to cure deadly diseases like cancer, fight coronavirus pandemic of 2020, and make inheritable changes in the genes of babies. The Codebreaker is an initiation of how life as we know is about to change, and a brilliant portrayal of woman leading the way. Sixth book on our list is My Inventions by Nikola Tesla. A brilliant scientist and a visionary, Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the village of Croatia. Throughout his life, he made groundbreaking discoveries. His inventions are extraordinary, such as system of power generation and transmission through alternating current. It powers much of the world today. Tesla died penniless and was the most underrated inventor until people recognized his discoveries a century ago, which enlightened our world. This genius who illuminated the world is now memorized with the electrical measurement unit known as Tesla. Seventh book on our list is Alan Turing, The Enigma by Andrew Hawke. This is a scientific biography of one of the most brilliant minds in history. Andrew Hawke provides a detailed account of Alan's life and how he became a champion of artificial intelligence, formulating the famous and still unbeaten Turing test that challenges our ideas of human consciousness. This book delves into the life of Turing, his invention of artificial intelligence, and struggle from society he faced. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching and supporting us. We will keep on bringing you with some awesome content. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next video.